All right, we have to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 camera. Now, this is not something that everyone needs. This is probably something that a lot of people don't need at all. It works really well with the game chat. I did a video on that kind of like this where we're just kind of sitting at the desk. There's not going to be any editing in this or anything like that. But I wanted to kind of take this a step further and mess with the camera a little bit. So what I have done is actually taken the camera and hooked it up to my Mac Mini. I'm actually filming this video on the Nintendo Switch 2 camera right now. I want to show you something. I did just a little bit of messing around with this. Let me see here. Filters. All right, I added just a little bit of color correction to this. I want to show you what you can do with this camera. And it's not much, but you can see there. That looks pretty nice. This is a $55 camera. There's a lot of problems with it, but there's a lot of really good things about this camera. One, obviously, being the price. $50, that is a very, very good price for a webcam, especially one of this quality. Now, it's 1080p, it's not 4K, it's not like the best thing in the world, but again, $55, that's a really good deal. The C920 is something that Logitech makes that a lot of people use. I know that's quite a bit more. Jeeb actually has one. He's using it for his Nintendo Switch, and he said last night when we hooked this up, when we were looking at it, that he can already tell that this is better quality than that. So if you're somebody who's looking to maybe get into content creation and you need a webcam, but you're also going to be doing it with a Nintendo Switch, just making Switch content. Maybe you got your Switch 2, that's when you're going to start making your content. That's awesome. You can actually probably do it with just this camera. I'm going to turn this back off and just show you what this looks like again with nothing on it. That's not that bad. That's really not bad at all. I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you think about the quality of the camera. I know it's obviously much less quality than something like what I normally use for my videos, but this is really good. And for $55, it is a good option for something like that, but there are problems. Two of them that are really kind of the issue that I'm having here. The one big problem you can probably see kind of moving up and down in this video is it has an auto exposure that you cannot turn off. Like a lot of webcams, if you go into something like this, you can kind of turn it off, or it has software where you can turn it off. This, it's in there, it's working inside the computer. I have no way to turn that off. There's probably ways you can do it if you download a plugin or something to try to override it. But right now, that is an issue. You can probably see it getting brighter and darker as I move around. So that's a little bit of an issue. The other thing that kind of sucks about this camera is you can't really mount it anywhere. I mean, you're kind of stuck to this little stand that it's on. You can't take it off. You can't really mount it up on a computer monitor or something, which that would be a lot easier to do with something like a C920, something made for streaming or being a webcam. But this is actually amazing, the quality of this thing once I get it plugged into the computer. The other bad thing is when you plug it into the Switch, since we're talking about this as a Switch camera, the processing is really bad. It's much lower quality when it's plugged into the Switch. This is probably the best you're going to get out of it. Blowing it up full screen on the Switch, I'll try to put that up here right now so you can check that out. It does not look good whatsoever. Obviously, Nintendo's not going to put a ton of processing power to the camera. They're trying to put that towards the game, so I do understand that. So something like the Piranha Plant camera, that's actually something, it's only like 720, or no, it's 480p, but I don't think you're actually getting anything higher than that, really, when you look at the camera on the Switch 2. I may be wrong, but the processing is not letting this thing go to 1080, that's for sure. So I did want to take a quick look at this camera. Obviously, this is a very weird use case. Not a lot of people are going to do this, but if you are looking to get into content creation and you have a Nintendo Switch 2 and you're going to try to, do it on a budget, this might be the way to go. You can use it for the Switch, you can use it for your PC or your Mac, whatever. But let me know what you guys think about this camera and this quality right here down in the comments. I do honestly think this looks pretty good. Again, not really up to standard on what I usually use, but this is pretty good. Who knows? It might end up as a second angle on a live stream or something soon. I don't know. Not terrible. That's gonna do it for this one, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.